My name is Thorsten Overgaard. I'm a Danish photographer. I travel the world taking photographs and teaching photography. Today I'll tell you a trick how to make your camera black and white almost no matter what camera you have. Before I get into it, I have 3 gifts. Today I have 2 books, Henrik Persson, The Decisive Moment. These are, well, it's not pocket edition, but a smaller edition of the classic book by Henrik Persson, The Decisive Moment. These are made by the Henrik Persson Foundation in Paris. That is a place in Paris you can actually go and visit. They have a bookstore and gallery and everything. And this is just a great book that actually made Henrik Persson famous. It has a little bit of writing. And this one also have an article in the back about how the book came about. All you have to do is make a comment to this video. Doesn't matter how long or what you say, positive or negative. Then I'll select 2 people and I'll ship this book to anywhere in the world. Also, because I don't want anybody to go empty-handed from this, there's also free presets and styles for Capture One and Lightroom, and that is the presets I made for black and white and color that I use myself to edit my photographs. And also there's 2 free ebooks. One is Sharpness in Photography. You simply just put in your name and your email and you have it in a few minutes. And the other one is one I wrote about iconic photographers and their photographs, how they made them, and also write about how I photograph and why I photograph. Just put in your name and press click in the email link below and you will have them in a few minutes. For the last 12-14 years, having a monochrome camera has been the hype. Leica was the first one to make a digital black and white camera only. You simply take off the Bayer filler and then the sensor can only do black and white. For that you have to pay extra. And it is an awesome feeling to shoot black and white. Since then, Phase 1 made backs 150 megapixel in monochrome, and also Pentax have made a monochrome, and a few other camera producers have come out with monochrome only cameras. The point, of course, is that you feel like you're in the old days, you're shooting black and white and you don't care about the colors, and that is a beautiful thing, but you can actually do it with any camera. The way that it became awesome to shoot black and white digital was in a way that Leica made the Leica M9 in 2009. This is this beautiful camera. And one of the features of this camera is that you can shoot RAW, which is color. Here's in DNG format. It's just simply like where all the data for the RAW file is packed into one DNG file. DNG means digital negative. It's invented by Adobe. So that's the color file, but then also in the camera you can set it to JPEG. And in the Leica M9 you can set it to black and white JPEG. And one of the unique things with the Leica M9 is that the JPEG coming out of the camera is 18 megapixel, and you can say no matter if you shoot RAW and color or you shoot black and white and JPEG, it's 18 megapixel. So it's not like you lose information or anything really, but the JPEG that comes out of the Leica M9 looks beautiful. It's very unique, black and white. And I've shot a lot with this camera. I think it's close to, well, it's more than 200,000 pictures I've taken with these, my Leica M9 cameras, and a lot of them ended up in black and white, and a lot of them is the JPEG stayed out of the camera. It just looks awesome. It's very film-like. That, of course, inspired also because a lot of us have been shooting black and white film for eons. But the idea came out, what about making a digital black and white camera? And it sounds ridiculous, but nevertheless, Leica made a black and white edition of this Leica M9. It's called the Leica M Monochrome or Leica M9 Monochrome, and it shoots black and white RAW files. And that's awesome, and since then they have made Q2 monochrome, Q3 monochrome, Leica M246 monochrome, Leica M10 monochrome, Leica M11 monochrome, and they're going to keep making monochrome editions of basically most of the cameras. But the thing is, you can actually make any camera into monochrome. And as an example, I'll show the Leica M240, that's the one that came after M9, went from 18 to 24 megapixel in CMOS sensor. And you can do the same in this. you can shoot both color and black and white. But the new thing Leica did was that they said, well, you can set the JPEG to monochrome or black and white without actually taking the photograph in JPEG. So you just take color, but the preview you see on the camera and also a preview packed with the raw file when it comes into Lightroom or Capture One is monochrome. And it's actually very easy to do, and below the video I have made a list of most cameras, because you can do it on Sony, Fujifilm, whatever camera. The only ones where you really can't do it is Phase 1 and Hasselblad. Yeah, I mean, it should come one day. You could say Hasselblad should have that you can see a preview in black and white. It's just a tradition almost for Hasselblad, but anywhere, any other cameras you can basically make it so you can see the preview in black and white. I'll show how easy it is. Here on the Leica M240, you simply go into the menu and you can say the camera is already set up to shoot DNG and JPEG, but you could just shoot DNG, doesn't really matter. And I go down here in the M240, I go down to screen 2, and here it's called film mode. And then I go in and I say black and white, and now I selected black and white, and now it's going to be black and white preview. So if I look here in my preview, it is black and white. And that also means if you have a camera, we have an electronic viewfinder you can put on EVF, it is going to be black and white preview you have. And that is a really great thing, and now I'll tell you why. It is pretty much the same with many cameras. Let me just show a few Leicas I have here. This is a Q3. I go into the menu here, and then I go down to screen number 2. And here's a little bit tricky because it's not in the JPEG settings. This is the new menu 4.0. So it's not in the JPEG settings, but it's just below. It's called Leica Lux. And then you go into Leica Lux and you pick the one that is called Monochrome. And then now it is Monochrome Preview. Then if you take like the Leica M11 here, almost the same. You go into the menu and you go down here to JPEG settings. And in the JPEG settings you go into film style, it's called. And it's usually on standard, means it's standard colors. Then you go down and you pick monochrome. And let's just take one more here for the fun of it. This is the D-LUX 8. And it's very similar. You go in here to the menu and then you go down to JPEG settings here, film style it's called again, monochrome, and now it's monochrome preview. That is how easy it is to do on almost any camera. And you can see the list below. There's a link also to my website, an article I wrote, where you can see how do you set this up on Fujifilm, Nikon, Sony, Canon, what have you. Very easy to do. And it basically goes for all cameras except Hasselblad and Phase 1, and maybe a few others I haven't heard about, but else on all cameras you can do it. So the advantage of having black and white preview is, well, it's going to make you feel like you're shooting with a film camera like in the good old days, but it's also, you can say it's a cleaner look, even if you use the screen or you have electronic viewfinder, you don't have to deal with the colors. It's much easier to see the exposure and the sharpness and the elements in the photograph if you have a black and white. And you can say if you anyway love black and white, maybe you will love it more if you have black and white preview. In any case, you can try it and see how it works. But if you anyway shoot maybe 70% or more of your photographs ends up in black and white, of course you should have black and white preview on the camera. And it's very easy, you don't actually have to buy a monochrome camera. Then you might end up with a monochrome camera anyways, and then suddenly you cannot take the colors. And that is fine. People keep asking me, is monochrome sensor, is it better than color? And I mean, in a way, technically it is, because we remove the Bayer filter, you have 4 times as many pixels in the micro details. But you see, you're never going to see those micro details in a normal print or anything, but you can have fun zooming into them, and you can say if you crop a photograph to a microscopic detail, then you actually have more detail in the photograph because you don't have the Bayer filter. And the Bayer filter is the filter in front of the sensor that have 2 green, 1 red and 1 blue filter, and that's how you compose everything in color. Remove that, you have all the pixels, just measure how much light is there. The truth of the matter is that for me, I do have some monochrome cameras. I have the Q2 monochrome and I have the Leica M9 monochrome, the original one. But basically, I take them out when I want to have fun, when I just want to shoot black and white, because it is a great feeling to not care about colors, but just shoot black and white. But generally what I do is I shoot raw files in the SL, the M, the D-LUX, whatever camera I use, I shoot raw, which means I shoot color, and then when I edit, I usually edit the color so it looks good in color, then I make a virtual copy of it, and that one I make black and white. So the majority of photographs that I make color and black and white. And then later I can decide when I want to use them for something, do I like the color or the black and white most. Sometimes of course I have a photo that it has to be colors, that's the point of it, so I'll only edit in color and maybe not make a black and white. At other times the colors are so ugly or not aesthetic, so I'm just going to go only with black and white, because for sure this have to be a black and white photo. Anyways, have fun with it, change your camera to black and white today and see how you feel about it. That was all I had to say today, because so many people have asked how do you do this, and actually a lot of people are not aware that they can have black and white preview, and they are very happy to find out that they can. Till I see you the next time, thank you for watching the video, and remember to always wear a camera, and remember the 3 links below the video. One more thing now that I have you, I have my book, a little book on photography that I have reissued because I rewrote it. I added 50% more content and pages. Now it's 308 pages. It's a 10 years anniversary edition. It was, it has been very popular for the last 10 years. People have felt that they got really inspired from it. And I guess I'm the last one that should tell you about it, but that's what people say. And I really like, really like to write the book. And I also, and you can say that's why I decided I'm going to sit down and write some more of this. I'm actually doing one more book later in the same style, but we'll get there later. But this book is ready, and you can click on a link below the video and you can get 75% discount on a little book on photography, 10th anniversary expanded edition, as I call it.